Peace everyone, this is Doula. I'm here today to talk about Yoni egg and its purposes for women who are preparing for pregnancy, women who are pregnant, and then women who are recovering from pregnancy. For those of you who don't know what a Yoni egg is an egg-shaped crystal that is inserted to the vagina or yoni. Yoni is the Sanskrit word for vagina. Generally, it basically means sacred space. I have my first Yoni egg here, which is made of jasper. You can buy different sized eggs made out of different stones. Jasper is particularly good for creativity, for grounding, for love, for fertility. Other really popular Yoni eggs are rose quartz, jade, moonstone, especially rose quartz and moonstone being specifically targeted for women who want love or fertility. So I actually used this egg for the first time for the past couple of weeks, and I really feel like I've been benefiting from using it. So first I'm going to talk about the benefits of the Yoni egg for just a woman who wants to improve her reproductive health or a woman who's trying to get pregnant. So generally, no matter how old you are, if you're of childbearing age, a Yoni egg is beneficial to you. What it does, it will increase circulation to your reproductive system. It's been known to reduce menstrual cramps. It's been known to regulate cycles. It brings awareness of your womb and awareness of your reproductive system. It causes you to really kind of listen to her and see what she's saying to you. It also increases orgasmic potential. Use of the Yoni egg can even stimulate an orgasm, or when you have sex, increase your orgasm or give you the potential to be multi-orgasmic. Of course, if somebody's trying to get pregnant, this egg would be beneficial because it increases stimulation to the womb, so it balances your hormones. It helps improve circulation, releasing of your eggs. Also, it increases orgasm, and then if you and your partner orgasm at the same time, and when you orgasm and your vagina constricts, it will really suck that sperm into your vaginal canal going deeper. So that's also another benefit of having stronger vaginal contractions. Even going back to women who are just, wanting to help their reproductive system, if you have uterine prolapse or urinary incontinence, meaning that you pee on yourself, this will help with that. It strengthens your pelvic floor, and it'll prevent the uterus from leaking, for a better word, or prolapsing or coming forward. And then also it will tighten the bladder muscles or the PC muscles so that you do not leak urine. For women who are pregnant, there's kind of like conflicted information out there as if you should or shouldn't be using it for pregnancy. I'm going to say use your own personal judgment. It says if you should use it during pregnancy. Of course, like if you are at risk for preterm labor, you're already dilated, having an infection of some sort, I definitely wouldn't recommend using it. And of course, you definitely want to make sure at any time you're using this that you keep it clean, which I'll talk about later. So for women who are recovering from pregnancy, this is definitely an excellent idea to use a Yoni egg. One of the number one concerns that a woman has after a pregnancy is if her vagina will go back to its normal size. Because of all the stretching that the vagina does to allow the baby to come forth to this world, it can lose some of its elasticity. Using this Yoni egg will increase that elasticity, increase the strength of that muscle, and kind of get it back to where it used to be, or maybe even better before if you do it on a consistent basis. You will appreciate it, your partner will definitely appreciate it, and even for your future pregnancy, it's healthy because it strengthens those muscles back up so that you just don't continue to get looser and looser as you have more children. And it strengthens, all of the muscles in your reproductive system. So This egg was gifted to me, and I believe that it was bought from Organic Blood. I will put a link in the video. And I keep it in this little satchel and just, pull it out when I'm ready to use it. Before I use it, I do pour some almost boiling or hot water over it, and let it sit for like 10 minutes, and then I put in some cool water, just to make sure that it's clean. And I also do the same thing after I use it. It's very smooth. There are no like ridges or bumps or anything that irritated me when I used it. Another way that I've read that you can also cleanse your egg is putting it in the energy of the sun or the moon. And you can also place an intention on your egg. So especially if you have any womb imbalance or anything that you want to manifest, kind of just speaking that into your egg and putting the energy there, because you'll be putting it into your most sacred space. So to insert it, I just basically stood up and squatted, and inserted the egg, this part first. I have to say, at first it was a little difficult. I thought it would slide in a little easier, but it just took a little bit of maneuvering. Some people do like a Yoni massage or stimulate themselves a little bit just to kind of get the juices flowing so that it does insert easier. So I inserted it, and then I did basically Kegel exercises or strengthening my vagina around the egg. I couldn't really feel it going up and down. I think I would like to try like a smaller size, but the use of Yoni eggs has even been called vaginal kung fu or weightlifting for your vagina. So putting this in there is kind of like a weight, and you're kind of like trying to squeeze it up and down, or even if you want to, you can squeeze it, from side to side. Or you can just leave it in there. I actually, after I did my exercises around it, I chose to sleep with it in. And actually, if it weren't for me doing this video, I probably would have kept it in for a little bit longer. There is really no set amount of time that they say you should or shouldn't leave it in. Obviously, if you feel like you're getting like a foul discharge or some imbalance, you want to take the egg out, use your own discretion. But it shouldn't do that. It should actually alleviate any imbalances. But always use your discretion, pay attention to your body or what's happening when you're trying new practices. And then to remove the egg, I just basically kind of squatted and bore down to kind of push the egg out of my vagina. Some eggs come drilled with a hole in it where you can put a string in there and pull it out, but this one does not have one. And then also, getting back to women who are pregnant, if you're kind of like concerned about, using this and you don't want to, but still want the benefits of strengthening your vagina, you can also kind of use your man's penis as your Yoni egg. So during sex, you can squeeze your vagina around his penis, and he can kind of be the gauge as to how strong it is or to how loose it is if you're getting stronger. And that can be kind of like something fun that you two can engage in together. And if you want the benefit of the stones, you can make a waist bead of a specific gemstone which energy that you want, and put it around your waist. So that is really all I have to say about the Yoni egg for now. There's a lot of really good literature online about Yoni eggs. People such as Makeda Valletta, Graceful Empowerment, Tiffany Janae of Organic Blood. The holBOX recently had the Yoni holBOX, the October edition, and there was a coupon included in that for a Yoni egg. It was a 40% discount, which was pretty awesome. I definitely plan on ordering some more eggs from Tiffany Janae, probably jade and a rose quartz. But I will keep you all updated on my Yoni egg journey. Until then, peace and health.